First off, I would like to introduce René Jacobsen. I hope I pronounced that correctly, from klimascore.com in Denmark. René will be presenting Climate Score, a powerful climate tools for hotels, events, and destinations. This tool offers actionable recommendations, prioritizing carbon dioxide and cost savings without substantial investments. It's accessible to all kinds of organizations, and just so you know, he has actually provided a Climate Score for Green Destinations event, and he will be talking more about that later on. But for now, René, I give you the floor. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Patrice. I'm very honored to be here today. It seems like we are all very enthusiastic and fresh about the theme today. Is it true? Yes. And the skippers here. So yeah, thank you so much, Patrice. My name is René Jacobsen. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Climate Score. We are based in Denmark. We have the work with 200 destination hotels and events, mainly in the Nordics, so Scandinavia and also Balticum now, but we are expanding. What we do, we are moving out to do globally. Yeah, Climate Score is a powerful tool. It's a powerful tool for destination. It's a powerful tool for hotels and events. Our mission is to help travelers, to help meeting planners, is to help business travelers to choose climate-friendly stay events, hotels, based on CO2 facts. And that is a problem today because a lot of certifications, a lot of data is provided, but what is the truth? And how can you actually take the right decision on going there and trust it? It's here we come in as a Climate Score. We provide a tool that prioritizes the climate actions, but also transform and focus on what are the cost savings you could do as a event supplier, hotels, events, but also on the venue side. And how can you as a destination attract more guests, business, leisure, differentiate your destination. I have very good examples from Visit Copenhagen, etc., that are using our tool to be much more attractive and increase businesses. So the way we work is very operational. So our tool can be used by managers, employees, and here you can see some of the workshop we are doing. So it's very easy actually to go from the scientific method down to concrete action. Climate Score is based on CO2 facts. We measure the guest stay in kilo CO2. It is a scientific CO2 life cycle assessment, LCA. And this is super important because there are many online services that you can use for free also calculating CO2. But working with life cycle assessment enables you to have the correct numbers. So when our numbers, they are collecting the right consumption data from the event today, we have collecting all the food purchase, all the transportation informations. We are using the emission factors. That's important because emission factors, it is a jungle, I can tell you. But using life cycle assessment, then you have to take cradle-to-cradle CO2 emissions and the correct ones. So we have taken correct ones here from Tallinn, not the ones from China, not average. The tool you can use on the internet, they are averages. They are not the correct number, so you have to be aware. We're also following the standard of ISO. What we do is we calculate based on consumption data. So we calculate the food and beverage numbers today, so I know exactly how many green leaves in kilograms that is purchased for today. Then we have multiplied with emissions from Tallinn, right? Our engineers has validated that the data is correct. This way of working is made for benchmarking. It's made for decision making, both as a traveler, so you can decide where to travel to, but also to which hotels and which choices you have to do as an event. But it's also made for storytelling. Many of you are from Europe. There's this green claim legislation from EU. If you want to communicate and use in your marketing, you need to use LCA, a life cycle assessment, during your marketing. But this is exactly what we provide to you, actually, because we provide the CO2 facts, but we also provide a storytelling. So we have in our package, we deliver what marketing punchlines you go and use based on the LC that fulfill the requirements. We also focus on the cost savings. Of course, CO2 savings, but also the cost savings, especially we will work with the event suppliers. Our favorite product only costs 200 euros per month for a hotel, and we promise cost savings of 230 euros. And how can that come? It's because when you are working with reducing the CO2 emissions, you also work with cost emissions. So our statement to everyone, there's money in really working with climate, and you can also build it to attract more customers. Climate Score is an accelerator between the meeting planner, the event suppliers, and the destination. It's not only me who's saying that, it's also the customers we are working with. Because we're cutting down complexity in terms of climate action. For events, I'll show that in a second, but it's about demonstrating how climate-friendly are this event. It's about inspiring us as a guest, and it's about realizing the savings. For event suppliers, it's about staying competitive and attractive. And realize cost savings, but also being an attractive workplace to getting more employees. And in the end, for destinations, and many of you are from destinations, it's about utilizing the already investments. We saw earlier today, they're signing papers on big investments. You should utilize that and profile your destination. We include that in our CO2. I will show you how we are dealing with that directly using our tool. Green Destination, as Patrice, she alluded to, has chosen to use our climate tool today. Our score goes from 1 to 10, and it's based on the CO2 emissions per person per day while we're staying here. Today we have achieved a climate score 9.5 out of 10. That is amazing. I think we should give that a big applause. And it's because it's not me who's taking that decisions. It's the Green Destination, it's Vision Talent, it's the meeting planner, Jolos, etc. But enable us, to feel good, right? We are here, we have a good time, we're saying nouns, but we also, it's a climate-friendly conscious we can have. But why are the reasons it's so good, the climate score? It's actually because the transport in Tallinn. Yesterday we also got an email saying you can take the bus for free or the train, right? We have sent out a survey for, most of you have entered, how are you going to transport yourself in Tallinn? And most of you are walking or taking the bus. That has a huge impact here. The food today, I know everything about what we're going to eat, and it's very climate friendly. So we have measured how many kilograms of vegetables, chicken, etc. And here you can't see it, but there's solar on top. And underneath you, they have a seawater heat exchanger, so the energy source is perfect. In the afternoon, we got much more into the details, talking about the results, but these 3 actions result in savings of 4.4 tons of CO2. And that's quite a lot, especially when I know the total emission for today is 26 tons of CO2. So because the organizer have taken climate action, we have saved a lot. It's not only the flight, the flight account for 20 tons of CO2, but in the destination here we have taken quite actions. And it's good, and it's something we really should be proud of and working with going forward, because there will go some time before the flight can be climate friendly as well. Now I will show you a film. Let me see if it's working. It is. It is our tool for destinations. So here's our tool is used by the Visit Copenhagen. They use it as a pre-planning tool. So event organizers during the RFP process or maybe earlier, they can come and try this tool for free. You can also go in and try it. They can enter their event details and plan the event. The whole idea is that there are different choices here. So I have been involved with the supplier and say, what are the services, what are the products, which one are the which have this climate impact, and you can see the impact directly here. So they can choose the services actual for the destination, and we have collected all the CO2 measures. Here you can choose which venue has a documented carbon footprint, and then the meeting organizer can see the impact directly on here. So each time they take a climate-friendly choice, you can see the climate score are increasing. So we're trying to motivate the customer, the event planner, to do more. In the end, they will receive an auto-generated sustainability report of the action they want to take. So here you can say, okay, how much of savings they will have on the score and the figures around it. This is for pre-planning purposes. And that's why they also receive a checklist that if they want to achieve this climate target, they need to do, if they click, for instance, if we want to serve vegetarian meals, they also need to carry that out. It is for selling, it is attract the destination. It's not as today where we calculate exact numbers, so that's something we will do afterwards. The tool here is, we can apply that for any of your destination with your services among the suppliers. So let me know if you're interested to know more how we do that. For the event suppliers, climate score is also a tool. And it's actually here we have most attraction to. We deliver the carbon footprint per hotel stay. This is a LCA measure, so they can go out and communicate how good it is to stay here. They receive like a category analysis, so food and beverage, we go in and say, okay, what are the big consumer here, and how to deal with that. And then we provide with our recommendation on how should you change your behavior in the kitchen. How do you need to organize your buffet? How can you nudge your guests while staying here? And how is the impact in terms of waste, food waste? How is it in terms of what sort of dishes is the most attractive? So our recommendations is very concrete, it's very operational, and most hotels we see, they go immediately out after the workshop and execute, just do it. So it doesn't require anything than behavior change. Behavior change for the kitchen, and also about nudging the guest to take a slightly different behavior without noticing normally. On the energy side, I mean, we don't recommend heavy, big investments, but we focus on what can you do as a facility manager, focus on minimizing the energy source. How can you enable that the housekeeping are looking after if the window is open, and etc. And there's a lot of impact there you can do and still save a lot of money in it. So yeah, this was some examples on our tool, on how we work. Please take a photo if you want to get in touch with me, and if you like to try the tool, you can use the QR code. Yeah, thank you so much. That was right on time.
Thank you very much, René. And it's not just the green destinations, but also the very, very, very hard work of our hosts, Visit Tallinn and Visit Estonia. And without them, it wouldn't have been possible for us to achieve that climate score. So thank you very much. And we really appreciate that we are able to show that there are ways to make events sustainable. So thank you very much once again. I see Imbi right there in the back. So thank you very much.